Welcome back to the channel. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button. Also hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. Guys, if you want to keep up with me when I'm not on YouTube, do me a big favor. Get down in the description box and click on that Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link and give me a follow on Instagram, and then send me a DM and let me know that you're rocking with me. Guys, it's been a crazy August. And guess what the day is? August 31st, last day of August. So we got 8 months in the rearview mirror. Question is the stock market a total scam? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that today in this live stream, video, whatever you want to call it. We're going to talk about if the stock market is a total scam, because there are a lot of people out there that believe that. I'll give you my opinion on it. I've been doing this for 30 years. So I'm going to certainly walk you through how I feel about the stock market and whether I feel it's a total scam or not. You can believe whatever you want to believe. That's up to you. I'm going to believe what I want to believe, and we're going to move forward. One thing I can tell you, anytime things are good, people want to take all the credit for it. Anytime things go bad, we want to find somebody to blame. Y'all know how we rock, right? That's how we rock in this country. Things are good, it's us. We did it. Things go bad, it ain't me, it's him, it's her. We always want to point the finger and point the blame at folks. And right now, with the stock market being so volatile, things all over the place, people are looking for people to blame, right? But I'm here to tell you, I've been doing this for 30 years in the stock market, and I built a lot of wealth in this stock market. So yeah, we'll talk about if it's a scam or not. And ultimately, at the end of the day, you make the decision. I'm just a guy on YouTube giving you my opinion. Outside of that, hey man, you make your own decision on that. But I can tell you what my experience is, and that's what I'm going to cover today in this particular video. I'm going to cover what my experience has been in the stock market, and I will let you know if I believe it's a scam or not. But before they do that, get over to my website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Click on that website link, go check out the digital products. Got 10 of them handpicked by me. And then do me a big favor, consider joining the Wealth Builders. We got over 1,000 Wealth Builders in the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. And that's my baby. That's where I spend a lot of time. And that's where I connect with the folks that are like-minded and who believe in what I believe in. These folks on the YouTube channel, you guys believe in whatever you want to believe in. Really, the people that I'm rocking with that believe in what I believe in, which is building wealth, is the people over in my mentorship club. So, hey, if you want to be a part of that, like I said, get down in the description box and click on the website link, www.richardfain.net, and join us. Like I said, we got over 1,000 wealth builders in the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. And in that community, we are like-minded. We're all going in the same direction. We are trying to build our wealth one day at a time, trying to find assets that can multiply our wealth while we sleep. That's all we do, right? We don't sit here and try to judge people. We don't blame people. We just take ownership of our own financial decisions. And then we try to move in the same direction, that's what we're doing. And yes, people are disappointed. That's life. Life sometimes disappoints us, guys, but that doesn't mean you don't get yourself back up and keep moving towards your goals. That's what you do. You get yourself back up and you keep moving towards your goals. And don't feel sorry for yourself. Nobody else ain't feeling sorry for you. Feeling sorry for yourself is not going to get you to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And that's the truth. So stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop trying to blame other people. Take ownership of your own financial freedom and go get it. That's what we're doing over on the Wealth Builders. So if you want to be a part of that, come join us. We're not there to feel sorry for ourselves. No, we're there to build wealth together and get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, which we all deserve and want. But you got to pay the price. If it was easy, guys, everybody in America would be wealthy. It's not easy. That's why 150 million adults in America have no retirement savings, because it's not easy, right? So, but get yourself around a group of people who can help you, encourage you, be there for you, right? Give you tips and nuggets, because we got different levels of investing experience over there. Nobody's an expert. No one's going to try to tell you what to do. All we do is support one another. That's the key. Last thing I want to talk about, and then we're going to get into this concept of, is the stock market a total scam? Moomoo. That's my self-directed brokerage app that I'm going to be using over the next 10 years to 10x my net worth. You do notice how I said over the next 10 years. And we're going to talk about why that's important for me. May not be important for you, but we'll talk about why it's important for me that I stay in this thing long term, because I understand it takes that in order to get where I want to get. But Moomoo is my self-directed brokerage app going to be using over the next 10 years to 10x my net worth. Like I said, the good folks at Moomoo have an offer of up to 20 free stocks when you try out their new brokerage app. That's the first link down in the description box. Try out Moomoo's brokerage app. You put $100 in there, they're going to give you 8 free stocks. You put $1,000 in there, they're going to give you 20 free stocks for just trying out their brokerage app. That's a pretty nice incentive for someone who's brand new at this thing, or someone who's not brand new but wants to try out this brokerage app. That's a pretty good incentive. The reason they give you the free stock is because they want you to try out their brokerage app. No different than any other company in America who gives somebody something to try out their service or their product. No different than any other company in America. So that's what the good folks at Moomoo are doing. I believe they're headquartered for this particular thing. They're headquartered, I want to say, in New Jersey. Now, so for me, I like them. I've been using them since January of 2024, and it's been great. So I don't have a problem with the brokerage app. It's been great to me. And again, your experience may be different than mine, but give it a shot. The first link down in the description box. And if you don't know how to use the brokerage app and you want to learn, then send me an email through my website and just let me know, hey, Richard, I opened the Moomoo brokerage app. I got my account set up. I funded my account, but I want to learn how to use the app. And then I will send you 2 videos that the good folks at Moomoo put together, not Richard Fain, but Moomoo put together, so that they can walk you through how to use their app. You can collapse time frames and start buying you some big boy blue chip paper assets if that's what you decide to do, right? So like I said, get down in the description box and click on that Moomoo link. All right, let's get on into this topic of the stock market is a total scam. Because right now, a lot of people believe that. For the record, I don't believe that. And the reason I don't believe it is because I've been doing this for 30 years. And I started out when I was 26 years old, investing in my 401k from the bank that I was working for. 26 years old, $150 every 2 weeks. I was putting in my 401k, buying, at that time, it was mutual funds. You're talking about, over 30 years ago. I don't believe ETFs or index funds were around at that time, at least not to my knowledge. Maybe they were, but not to my knowledge. At 26, I was buying mutual funds through my 401k. Didn't know anything about the stock market, had never heard of it before. I don't come out of a background where we had stocks and bonds and all that stuff. No, we didn't have any of that. We barely had a savings account in the family that I come out of. So we ain't know nothing about no stock market. We ain't know nothing about no mutual funds, none of that stuff. But when I was 26 years old, I got a job in banking and a management training program for a big bank. At the time, the bank name was Nations Bank, but it would later become Bank of America. But it was Nations Bank at the time, back in 1995. So that was my introduction. That was my introduction to the stock market. I knew nothing about it, but I had coworkers who had been there at the bank longer than me saying, listen, man, this is what we're doing. You may want to try this out. And I said, you know something, why not? I'm dead broke right now. I got no net worth. I'm dead broke, no net worth. I'm brand new at this job. I got veteran people in here at this job telling me this is what they're doing in this 401k thing. And I said, well, goodness gracious, I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. I'm gonna take my little bit of money, $150 every 2 weeks from my little paycheck, and let them start putting it in this 401k thing. And that was my introduction to the stock market 30 years ago. And I've been doing that ever since. Doing what? Taking my money, putting it in companies through mutual funds, ETFs, index funds, individual stocks. I've been taking my money every time I got paid when I was in the banking industry, every 2 weeks, direct deposit that money into the 401ks. And over my 30 years, I did that, like I said, every single 2 weeks I got paid, guys. Little bit of money turned into a lot of money because I continued to increase my skill set. I continued to earn more money. And as I earned more money in banking, as I became more valuable to the marketplace as a banker, as a commercial banker, I made more money. And as I made more money, I took a part of that more money and increased my investments. So I do that for 30 years. Up to right now, I'm still doing it. But my 25 years in banking, I did that. When I got out of banking in 2019, I took about 401ks that I had from all the various banks that I worked for. I think I had about 5 of them. And I rolled them over to Vanguard and continued investing. When I rolled that money over to Vanguard, that was a 7-figure net worth. How did I do that if the stock market is fake? It's a scam. In my opinion, it's not a scam. It's not fake. I took $150 every 2 weeks and just kept increasing that amount. And I rolled over. Now it's over 7 figures that I have over at Vanguard. All from what? Nobody gave me nothing. These are all IRAs, guys. Over 7 figures in IRAs. That's not money I made on YouTube. That's not, no. You can't take money that I made on YouTube and add it to a rollover IRA that I got out of a 401k, guys. You can't do that. No, I can't take 100 grand from YouTube revenue and just stick it in an IRA anytime I want to. That ain't how it works. Go talk to your CPA. Go out and do your little research. That ain't how it works. All the money I got over at Vanguard, all 7 figures of it, it was done through the stock market. Blocking and tackling. One investment at a time over a 25-year period. It's not fake. It's real. The problem with most people is they ain't got no patience. The problem with most folks is they looking for a get-rich-quick opportunity. They don't want to stay in nothing long-term, but they don't have the skill set to be in something short-term and make money. That's your problem. Stock market ain't fake. It ain't a scam. It's real. All you got to do is block and tackle. Take your money and be patient. Put it in big boy blue chip assets and be patient. But we ain't got no patience. So every time you try to stick your little money in, you trying to get a get rich quick. And when it don't happen, oh, it's fake. It ain't real. It's a fraud. This guy don't know what he's talking about. That's what we come back to. No, that's not true according to my experience. Now, I don't know what nobody else will tell you, but I'm telling you, I created 7 figures worth of net worth. 7 figures. By taking $150 every 2 weeks and buying mutual funds inside of my 401k at Nations Bank. And then it graduated to Bank of America. Then I worked for Wells Fargo. Then I worked for SunTrust. Then I worked for several other banks. And all of those banks I worked for, I would participate in the 401k program. Yes, I did. And I didn't know much about the stock market, and I still don't know much about it. But I do know companies, and I do know the power of compounding. That I do know. I do know if you buy big boy blue chip paper assets, in my opinion, and you do it long enough, and you stay patient, and you stay consistent, and you stay disciplined, there's an opportunity for you to build some wealth. There's no guarantees in this life. There was no guarantee, but I can tell you right now, it's there. 7 figures is there. That's just one of my accounts. That's at Vanguard, one of my accounts. And that had nothing to do with YouTube. That had nothing to do with affiliate marketing. That had nothing to do with my website. That had nothing to do with anything I'm doing now, guys. All of that was done pre any YouTube. Before I even got on social media, that was done. And that was done from me taking my butt to work every day, adding value to the marketplace every day and getting paid money for it. And then taking that money and investing it in companies. That's where that money comes from at Vanguard. If you know anything about IRA rollovers, you can't just take money you earn today and just stick it in an IRA, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and just, oh, I'm gonna put it in an IRA. No, it don't work that way. These are all tax-deferred investments that I rolled over. That means they haven't been taxed yet. That means when I got my little check from my banking days, guess what would happen? Before I even got the direct deposit to my bank account, they had taken 10% out and put it in something that I chose. And I just did that for 25 years, guys. No secret. I just did it for 25 years. And at the end of that 25 years, when I retired from banking, I rolled it over to Vanguard, and now it has grown to over 7 figures. That's one. That's Vanguard. That's one. That's all 401k rollover money that I continue to invest that has nothing to do with YouTube. I made this money and made these investments before I even got on YouTube. I retired in 2019. I didn't start my YouTube channel, the financial part of the YouTube channel, until 2020. I was out of banking by then. So now, from the banking days, I roll into the YouTube channel. And I start doing that full time. Have I made money in YouTube over the last 4.5 years, guys? Yes, a bunch of it. What have I done with that money? I've taken it and continued investing in it. So that's where my taxable brokerage accounts come in. I got money in my taxable brokerage accounts invested in the stock market right now. And I believe that money's going to do well because it's in investments that have a historical track record of winning, multiplying money while you sleep. Now, it's going to take a while. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. Just like it didn't happen overnight with the 401k rollover money. It took me 25 years to do that. Don't happen overnight, guys. So I don't know why we sit here and act like we're going to put $1,000 in an investment, and then we expect that investment to give us $100,000 in 2 weeks. Oh, I put $1,000 in. I'm looking for $100,000 in 3 weeks. It's not how it works. No. That's not how it works. In my experience, that's not how it works. And again, I'm not trying to be your financial advisor. I'm not trying to tell you to buy anything. And I know I've been accused of, oh, you're telling people. No, I'm not telling people to do nothing. I'm telling people what I do. But this is how we operate in this country. Anytime something goes sideways, we look for people to blame. That's one of our faults in this country. It's a great country, but one of the faults in this country is we have no accountability for our actions. We don't want no accountability. Now, if it goes well and we hit a home run, we want all the glory. We want all the praise. I did it. It was my idea. But anytime something goes sideways on us in this country, we want to look for people to blame. You said this, you said that. This is how we are. That's why 99% of the population in this country controls 1% of the wealth, because we always want to find somebody to blame when things go wrong in our life. And it ain't just with money, it's anything in our life. Relationship go bad, we don't look at us, we look at the other person that was in the relationship. It was their fault. It wasn't me, I'm perfect. I didn't did nothing wrong. This is how we are. And until you change that, not going to be successful at anything you do in life, guys. I learned that a long time ago. I don't blame people when I make an investment and the investment doesn't pan out the way I want it to pan out. Why would I go look for somebody to blame? No, I'm going to blame me. That's on me. So all I'm telling you is you can think about the stock market as a scam. You can think about it as being, oh, golly, this guy or that girl, I listen to them. That's all an excuse. What you need to figure out is how you're going to build wealth. What's your other option? Somebody give me some idea of what your other option is. What you going to do to build wealth? If the stock market is a scam, which in my opinion it's not, I just told you what I did in the stock market and continue to do it. Yeah, is it a process? Yes, it's a process. That's why I keep telling y'all it's long-term. It's a long-term process. That's why I got 10 years in this second stage of me being in the stock market. I've already had my first stage where it took me 25 years. And I talked about that. I rolled that money over into my Vanguard accounts. That was the first 25 years of me in the stock market right there. The second stage of me in the stock market is these last 10 years. It's going to take 10 years. I'm investing in SPLG, which is my S&P 500 ETF. I'm investing in FTEC, which is my information technology ETF, and I'm investing in the Mag 7. That's my 50, 30, 20. Go back and look at my YouTube channel, guys, from January. This is what I've been saying the whole time. Since January of 2024, when I really started ramping up the channel and talking about paper assets. No, I ramped up the channel and started talking about paper assets, not because I'm trying to be some expert, because I'm not. I've never said I was an expert. Go find one YouTube video where I've come on here and said I was an expert and I know everything and everything I say is going to come true. I've never said that. But again, this is how we're wired in this country. Anytime something don't go our way, we always go try to find somebody to pin something on, to make us feel better, because we're inadequate in some area of our life. Since we're inadequate in some area of our life, instead of us trying to fix that and improve in that area, no, that's not what we do. What we do is go try to find somebody else to blame to make us feel better. That's what we do. Got a lot of people who come to my YouTube channel. I do the same thing every single day. But guess what? They come back every single day and say the same thing. Oh, that's a clickbait title. Well, then if it's clickbait title and you know and that's how you feel, why do you come back every day? See what I'm trying to tell y'all in this country, what we do? See, this is what we do in this country. Now, you're not happy with what my content is, but you come back every single day and say the same old stupid stuff every single day. Like that's going to change what I do. This is what we do in this country. Instead of saying, you know something, I don't like this guy's channel. In my opinion, he uses clickbait titles, so I'm not going to watch him no more. Bingo. That's what a grown-up does. See, that's what a grown-up does. That's what a grown-up does. That they make a decision, and if it doesn't benefit them, they leave. They don't come back every single saying the same old stupid thing like that's going to change what I do. It's not. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. This is my YouTube channel. If you don't like it, guess what? Bounce. But yet and still, we come back every same day with the same old goofy stuff. This is our country. Now, oh golly, now check this out. Oh golly, this guy would be the best thing since sliced bread if this would have happened. So everybody, giving me flack about NVIDIA. Guys, I've never told anybody to buy NVIDIA. I've told people what I'm going to do with NVIDIA, and I've done it. But see, I'm smart enough to understand this is a long-term process. That's why I'm smart enough to know it's a long-term process, and I've said that from the beginning. But yet and still, people hear what they want to hear. And as soon as they lose a couple dollars in here, oh my goodness, it's my fault. How in the world is it my fault? I didn't make you press any buttons. I didn't make you buy anything. Be an adult and take responsibility for your own actions. That's what you should do. You'll be better off in the long run, right? Don't look for people to blame all the time, guys. Take accountability for your own actions. That's all you got to do. And if you don't like what I do on my YouTube channel, just leave. Why do you come back every day? So all I'm telling you, man, is the stock market, in my opinion, guys, is not a scam. I think history has already spoken on that. History has spoken. My history has spoken. My history has spoken. I've created a lot of wealth through investing, not only in paper assets, but in real estate. If you guys have been rocking with me for any period of time prior to 2020, if you've been rocking with me prior to 2020 when I was still working in banking, I wasn't talking a lot about the stock market back then. I wasn't talking a lot about anything about real estate back then. It was mostly my channel when I started. It was mostly focused around my cars. Go back to those days. If you don't believe me, go on my YouTube channel and go back to those days. Guys, I didn't need YouTube to make no money. I was making money way before YouTube. I had a Ferrari 458 in 2017, and I wasn't even making no videos about nothing about anything. I was making videos about my little cars. I had like 2,000 or 3,000 people on my subscribers. That's a $250,000 car that I bought back in 2017. Go back on my YouTube channel and check. It's there. I had about 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. That's it. 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers back in 2016, 2017. Go look back in 2015 when I bought my first Porsche 911 GTS, paid $140,000 for it. That was in 2015 when I originally started my YouTube channel. Go back and look. There wasn't no talk about stocks. There wasn't no YouTube revenue. I had like 3 people on the YouTube channel, 4 or 5 people, less than 100 people on the YouTube channel. Go back and look. So this notion of, oh, he's on here to clickbait so he can get YouTube views. Dude, I've been making money, man. I've been making money way before I got on YouTube. I was a millionaire way before I got on YouTube. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a smart guy. I know how to leverage the power of social media and continue to make money. Absolutely. I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm not going to apologize because I know how to leverage my skill set and turn it into income. But let's not get it twisted. See, the thing is about me, guys, I'm a truth teller. Go look at my YouTube channel back in 2015. This very channel right now that we're on. If you don't believe me, go look at it. Go look at the cars that I had back then. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Go look at all the cars that I had. Go look at the community that I lived in because I walked around almost every day doing videos. That's when I was outside a lot. Go look. This was before I got all these subscribers and all this other stuff. Before I started doing all the affiliate marketing. Go look. I ain't got to lie. It's on the YouTube channel. It's documented, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. No, you don't want to do that. So my point is this, guys. Stop allowing people to write your narrative. See, I'm never going to let you guys write my narrative. I'm going to say what I want to on my YouTube channel. You don't like it, bounce. See, you notice I don't ask for no feedback on, hey guys, what do you want to see? What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go next? What do you want me to buy next? I don't do any of that. Because I don't need your advice on that. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Right? That's what I'm asking you to do. Take control of your life. Take control of your financial life. You're going to always have negative Nancy's in your life, guys. Don't let them steal your financial freedom by letting you believe something is fake. The stock market's not fake. It's real. Now, what else is real is manipulation. Market behavior, manipulate, that's real too. I keep telling y'all the 1% control all of this. They control it all. They can run stocks down, they can run them back up just as quick. They control it. But despite them controlling it, if you stay in the thing long term, in my opinion, like I did, and like many others have done in their big boy blue chip companies, over the long term, history says you will make money. That's what history says. History says you will make money. So all I'm telling you guys is make sure you align yourself with activities that give you the best opportunity to multiply your money while you sleep. That's all I do. So prior to getting on YouTube from 1996 to 2019, I was investing a lot of my money through 401ks into the stock market. And at that particular time, I was buying individual stock of the banks that I worked for, and I was buying mutual funds because at the time, that's what they were, right? And I just did that every 2 weeks. Every time I got paid, and back those days, we got paid bi-weekly or bi-monthly or whatever you call it, twice a month. And every 2 weeks, boom, they would take out money to put into those investments. And over the course of 25 years, basically, over the course of those 25 years, it turned into a 7-figure net worth, which I then rolled it over to Vanguard. When I retired from banking, I took those 401ks and I rolled them over to Vanguard. Now, I also have a Roth IRA that I've been investing in the Roth IRA. Now, so the Roth IRA and the 401ks I were doing when I was in my banking days, and I continue doing the Roth IRA now. I don't make any contributions to the 401k rollovers because of their old 401k rollovers. I don't make contributions to them, guys. I just take the money that I made in my 25 years of banking and I invest it. I invested in different things. Right now, a big portion of that money is invested in NVIDIA. And I'm okay with that. I don't lose any sleep at night because I understand it takes time for these companies to mature. Even a great company like NVIDIA has to still prove itself. When you look at this company, it's a company that's doing $60 billion in revenue in fiscal year 24. It'll do over $120 billion, in my opinion, based on the numbers. It probably will do $120 billion in fiscal year 25, which is calendar year 24. But it still has a $3 trillion market cap. You're talking about companies like Microsoft and companies like Apple that have $3 trillion market caps, but they're doing $200 and $300 billion a year in revenue. That's really what institutional investors are having a heartburn with NVIDIA because of the valuation with not as many sales. Even though the sales are coming, it's going to take a few years to catch the sales of, say, a Microsoft who's doing over $300 billion. It's going to take NVIDIA some years to catch these guys. But the revenue is there and it's going to continue to go up. And I think long term, at least for me and my investment, I think it will be worth it in the long run. But you have to be patient. Yes, we all get caught up in the euphoria and the FOMO of, oh, a company's going to go to the moon in one day. I can get caught up in it just like you guys can get caught up in it. The difference between you and me is I have a history of long-term investing, so I ain't going around here panic and get crazy and start blaming people because I bought it at 129 and it's 120 now. That's the difference. I don't go blaming somebody else because I bought a stock at 129, now it's worth 120. Now I got to go find somebody to blame. Yeah, that's the difference. I don't do that. I say to myself, listen, I bought at 129, it's at 120 now. Do I believe this thing go higher in the next 3, 4, 5, 10 years? Yes, I do believe. Okay, I'm good. I stay in it. Oh, no, I don't believe it'll go higher. Okay, Richard, you got an $8 per share loss. Cut your loss, go put it in something else. That's how adults invest. If you're going to be an investor, you can't be turning around here trying to blame people for decisions you made. If you don't want to, hey, go do your own research. That's it. Go do your own research. Then you ain't got nobody to blame but you. But what we do is we don't want to do our research. So we'll come on YouTube, we'll go on TikTok, we'll go on Instagram, and we get a little snippet of something, and then we grab a hold of that little snippet. We go buy something, it don't do well, and then all of a sudden you want to blame the person you got the snippet from. That's what we want to do. Because we too lazy to go do our own research. Too lazy to do our own research. So then we'll come on and try to blame some YouTuber or blame some TikToker or blame somebody else because we were too lazy to go do our own research on the company. But this is how we roll in this country. Exactly how we roll. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. I get a DM not even a DM. Did I get a DM? It was a DM. I get a DM on Instagram from somebody. In the DM, the lady tries to tell me, it's my fault. I'm like, how in the world is it my fault? Because I talk about a company that I buy and you choose to go buy it too because I talked about it and I buy it. And you put that on me. Can't put that on me. Can't put it on anybody. Put it on yourself. Take responsibility for your own actions. You'll be better off as a human being. You'll be better off as a person. Stop blaming others, guys. Nobody forced anybody to do anything. Greed, fear of missing out. That's probably what you chalk it up to. But if you're in this thing for the right reason and you understand the long-term compounding effects of the stock market, if you understand the long-term compounding effects of real estate investing, if you understand the long-term compounding of starting a company, working your tail off, growing that company to build wealth, then you'll be okay. But most of us don't understand that concept. That's why 99% of people in this country control 1% of the wealth. That's why 150 million Americans have no money in retirement savings, because they don't understand that concept of working hard, being patient, being consistent, being disciplined. We don't have any of that. So therefore, what do? We go take sound bites and we invest based on sound bites. Oh, this guy said this. Oh, that guy said that. We don't do any research on our own. We just take little sound bites of stuff because we're too lazy to do our own research. And then we want to blame somebody else when the thing don't go right. But if the thing go good, it's us. Ollie, I did all the research. It's mine. I was great. I get it right. I hit it out of the park, guys. But as soon as you don't hit it out of the park, you go search for somebody to blame on YouTube, or you go search for somebody to blame on TikTok. Y'all know I'm right. Ain't nothing wrong with the stock market. It's not a scam, in my opinion. I've already told y'all, this is an opinion channel. This ain't a convince you channel. If you don't like Moomoo, don't open it. If you don't want to check out my website, don't check it out. If you don't want to join the Wealth Builders, don't join. I'm not going to lose any sleep because I'm going to be on here every day, 365 days a year, I will find my audience. See, a lot of y'all don't have that determination. You got the attention span of a gnat. And yeah, hey man, listen, if you don't like the way I conduct myself or the things that I talk about on this channel, again, man, don't watch. It's that simple. Don't watch. I'm not going to be told what to say on my own channel. I'm not going to do it. I don't need the clicks that bad. See, one thing I understand about life and understand about business and understand about social media, I'm going to find my audience, guys. You got 4.5 billion people who have access to the internet, guys. I'm going to find my audience. I'm not here to be your best friend. I don't care if you like me. That's not going to have any relevance to my life. I'm going to continue doing what I do because I believe it's the right thing to do. And I know it's helping people, or I wouldn't have 1,000 people in my financial community that I started 4 months ago. See, there wouldn't be 1,000 people over there voluntarily if I didn't know what I was doing and I wasn't adding value. I'm adding value. Now, whether I add value to your financial situation, that's on you. That ain't on me. I only worry about the people that rock with me and I add value and appreciate it. I don't worry about people that don't appreciate it. But let's not get it twisted. I'm going to address what I want to address. And today I wanted to address the stock market because right now, even though the stock market is good, check this out, guys. Let me just walk you through the numbers. For all of you people that think it's a scam. Oh, it's a scam. It ain't, blah, 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 all this other crazy crap. Let's look at my investments. Let's do that. Let's look at my investments that I've been invested in since January 2024. Since it's a scam. Since, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I may not know what I'm talking about for you, but I know what I'm talking about for me. I never once said on here I was an expert. I never once tried to play a financial advisor on YouTube. I never once tried to play none of that. I tell you guys every single day, not in the fine print down in my description box where I put it in there that I'm not a financial advisor. I tell you every single day on here I'm not a financial advisor, and don't look at me as one. I'm just a guy on YouTube telling you what I do, right? Apologize, guys. Boy, I got a little cold here. Got a little bit of a cold. So I have to blow my nose every now and then, so be patient. This is not high production here. This is not a high production channel, and you guys know that. But let's look at my investments. Since the stock market is a scam, since I don't know what I'm doing for my own wealth building, I just built a 7-figure net worth through the stock market and getting ready to build an 8-figure net worth through the stock market. But for my purposes, no. But let's look at my investments that I've been talking about since January 2024. Please go back to my YouTube channel. I've been talking about these same investments since January 2024. Okay, same investments. Let's just get that clear. These have been the same investments I've been talking about since January 2024. If you go back to my YouTube channel, go back to January live streams, go back to February live streams, March, April, May, June. I've been on here every single day. 50, 30, 20, Wealth Transfer Blueprint 1.0. Right? I've been the whole time. Let's look at them. Let's look at them. Just so that we can be straight and clear on what I've been saying consistently since January. Since for some reason, people who are just popping in here, oh, what is this guy talking? Yeah, I've been saying the same thing since January, guys. I told you I've been doing this for 30 years. Okay, SPLG, my S&P 500 ETF. Been talking about this since January. Let's see how it's doing. Year to date, 19.21% ROI. Been talking about this since January. 50% of the money I invest in the stock market goes into SPLG, which is a broad-based stock market ETF that tracks the S&P 500. Please go back to my channel. For all of these people on here who are doubting what I'm saying, go back, man. Fact check me. Go back to my channel. Ain't nothing erased. You'll see videos for every single day, live streams. I told y'all I'm on this thing 365 days a year. Go check it out. SPLG. What is my wealth transfer blueprint 1.0? Did a video and everything about it. Been talking about it for 8 months. SPLG. S&P 500 ETF, tracking the S&P 500 index. My broad-based stock market ETF, 50% of my money is invested there. It has a 19.21% ROI. That's year to date. But the stock market is a scam. It ain't doing nothing. It's doing what? Terrible. That don't sound terrible to me. A 19.21% return on your money year to date in the first 8 months of the year. Don't sound bad to me. I don't know about what world you live in, but the world I live in, I'm doing great. But see, the only thing y'all want to concentrate, or some of y'all want to concentrate on is, NVIDIA didn't go to the moon yet. But you fail to understand, that's not all I invest in. Keep telling y'all, but let's move on. That's the S&P 500. That's the 50% of everything I invest goes into SPLG. Broader based stock market ETF. And right now, 19.21%. Go out on Google and Google it yourself. Now let's go on to my information technology, which is 30% of the money that I invest. Let's go to that one. We've already looked at SPLG, where 50% of the money I go. And I've been telling y'all that all year long. Be diversified and be long. Be diversified and be long. Stop putting all your money in one stock. Let's keep going. Let's go to FTEC. All you got to do is go back to my YouTube channel, guys. You'll see. I'm not trying to fake you out. I'm being honest with you. Here we go. Year to date, FTEC. And guess what that is? That's my information technology ETF that tracks the information technology sector. 30% of the money I invest goes in there. Guess what that's doing year to date? 21.95%. 21.95%. And guys, I'm not interested in, I invest in QQQ and it's doing 30%. Well, congratulations for you. Great. Who cares? Long as you're winning. Don't try to compare it to mine. Oh, golly, I got you beat. I got 29.9 in QQQ. It's better. See, this is how we are in this country. Instead of you just saying, hey, man, I'm winning too. You win and I'm winning. Let's just win together. That's not what we want to do. We want to try to up one another. You're only getting 21.95. I'm getting 21.99. I'm better than you. You see, I'm better than you. Hey, live stream, take a look at me. Live chat, I'm better than him. But yet it's still you in my chat, though. Go start your own chat. Go start your own YouTube channel and educate people. Go start your own community and get 1,000 people in there like I did in 4 months. Go start your own thing since you're so great. This is what I'm trying to tell you what we do in this country, man. We'd rather come, if you were so great, if you're so great, go start your own thing. How about that? Why don't you go find your audience? Let's see if you can get you up to 700,000 people on your YouTube channel. Let's see if you can do that. Okay. I thought so. I thought we'd get crickets then. You won't go create your own thing, though. But you want to go come up here in my thing and try to outshine me. Oh, golly, I got 30% in QQ. Who cares, man? Good for you. Go start your own channel, build it up, and help people since you're so good at it. Thought so. So let's keep moving. So we got my broad-based stock market ETF, SPLG. That's at 16 point something. And then you got my sector ETF, which is my information technology at 21.95. So what does that bring us to? That brings us to what? 80% of the money that I invest goes where? Into ETFs, where I don't have to be the expert. How long have I been saying that? since January. Since January, I've said Blueprint 1.0 is this. I take 80% of my money and I put it into ETFs where I don't have to be the expert. I don't have to pick winners and losers. The fund does that. It's automated. It's tracking a sector or it's tracking an index. I don't have to do anything but be consistent and disciplined and patient. And then what did I always say? I take 20% of my money and I go try to be the expert, which is individual stocks. See, ETFs, I don't have to be the expert. The fund, Vanguard is the expert, or State Street, or Fidelity, or Charles Schwab. Those are the experts. The index is the expert. The sector is the expert. But then I take 20% of my money and I try to be the expert. That's picking individual stocks. Let's take a look at the individual stocks that I've picked this year and let's see how well I've done. Okay, let's start with the only ones I've done, guys, is the Mag 7. Right? What's my 50-30-20? SPLG 50%, 30% FTEC, Mag 7 20%. If you don't believe that, go look at my videos from the last 8 months. Go look at my live streams from the last 8 months, where I've outlined those 3 big boy blue chip investments in Blueprint 1.0. And that goes for anybody over on the in the financial community on Patreon that's in this chat or in this live stream right now. This is what I hang my hat on, guys. I've not changed my investment strategy. Just because over the last 3 months I've been basically talking about NVIDIA doesn't mean I abandoned my strategy. Maybe you abandoned yours. I didn't abandon mine. I'm telling you what my portfolio is doing. I'm doing great. So I'm not sure why this whole hoorah about, oh, golly, the stock market is terrible. How is it terrible when I'm getting 17% on 50% of the money I invest? I'm getting almost 22% on 30% of the money I'm investing. How can that be bad? What world y'all live in, I don't know. But the problem is some of y'all just don't understand what's going on. Because you won't stick around and go do your own research. You depend on somebody else's research. And then when that somebody else gets it wrong in one instance, oh my God, the whole world had ended. Well, you should have went out and did your own homework. But my homework, I'm doing great. SPLG is doing great. FTEC is doing great. Can you find ETFs out there that are doing better? Yeah, you can. But who cares? Congratulations to you. If you're doing better than that, perfect. Congratulations. Ain't nobody gonna, what you want? Somebody to send you, 10 dozen roses because you got an ETF that's doing good? Great. You're supposed to do that. So let's go to the individual stocks, which is the Magnificent Seven. When I'm talking about long-term, guys, all I buy is the Magnificent Seven when I'm long-term. My long-term 1.0 blueprint is just the Magnificent Seven, nothing else. This is my long-term stuff. SPLG, FTEC, 80%, 20%, nothing but the Mag 7. That's it. So let's look at the Mag 7. Let's see how well they've done in the first 6 months, the first 8 months of this year. Let's see. Let's start off with Apple. Since the whole stock market is a scam and it's crashing and ain't nothing good happening in it, blah, 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 all this other malarkey. Let's see. Year to date, first company in the Mag 7, 23.36% ROI year to date. That's Apple. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's go to the second company in the Mag 7, Microsoft. Let's see what Microsoft is doing. Since the whole thing is a scam. Microsoft, 12.48% year to date. These are the companies that I'm buying in the Mag 7, guys. See, this is why I don't lose no sleep. Let's go to number 3. Let's go to Meta. Let's see what Meta's doing year to date. Oh, shoes. Meta's at 50.54% year to date. Do you guys remember back in April when I said Meta was down to $420 a share, $425 a share after they came out with their Q1 earnings? Investors beat them down for whatever reason. You know how they do. They don't care if you blow out the numbers. They don't care anymore. They just beat you down because it suits their short-term initiative, right? Meta was trading at about 4-something, 425, 420, 425. It's at 521 today, about 3 months later. And it has a 50.54% ROI year to date. That's one of my Mag 7s that I buy. Yeah. Let me give you the last 4. Let's move on to Amazon. Let's see what Amazon's doing. 19.06 year to date through the first 8 months of this year. That's Amazon. Let's move on to Alphabet. Let's see what Alphabet's doing. Because y'all around here think I'm joking. And that's your Alphabet Class C, by the way. 18.31% year to date through the first 8 months of this year. Let's keep moving. Let's go to Tesla. Year to date for Tesla, let's see. Negative 13.81%. What's the theme here? Everything that I've told you I invest in, big boy ETFs and the Mag 7, you've had one investment thus far that has a negative return for 2024 year to date, and that's Tesla. That's it. There ain't nothing else negative, guys. So why would I be around here acting like I'm depressed because NVIDIA didn't go to the moon like I wanted it to? Why would I be depressed? I wouldn't be depressed. Diversify yourself and stop putting all your eggs in one basket. You wouldn't have to have that feeling. Go out and do a little research yourself. You wouldn't have that feeling. But no, you want to cherry pick the stuff you listen to and then only get the sound bites and then invest in something and don't got no diversification, and then it don't work out the way you want it to work out. Oh, I got it at 129, now it's 122. This guy didn't know what he was talking about. No. If you don't know what you're doing, don't invest in it. All right, so that's the only negative, right? Now let's go to the 900-pound gorilla that everybody's all in a uproar about. Got your drawers all in a bunch. Got your panties all in a bunch. Let's talk about that company, NVIDIA. Everybody's in an uproar. Let's see what it's done year to date. Oh, okay. 147.81. 147.81%. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a little bit of a question. 147% year-to-date return? Does that sound like a company that's not doing well? Does that sound like an investment that's not doing well? I don't know about you guys, but in the world I live in, a company with 148% ROI year-to-date is pretty dang on good. There you go. So let's recap. SPLG, killing it. FTEC, year-to-date, killing it. 6 of the 7 Magnificent 7 companies all in the green. Okay, better yet, let's go look at the indexes. Let's look at the indexes. Let's look at the indexes. Let's look at the broader stock market as it relates to the indexes that a lot of this stuff that I've invested in tracks. Let's look at the S&P 500 index. Here we go. Let's look at the S&P 500 index year to date. 19.09%. So if you're in an ETF that's tracking the S&P 500 index, you're somewhere in that 19% year-to-date ROI. Not too bad, ain't it? Let's keep going. Let's go to the Dow. Let's see what the Dow is doing. Since the stock market is all going to hell and it ain't doing good and it's crashing and all this other stuff. Let's see what the Dow is doing. The Dow is 10.20%. You're still getting a 10% return on your money if you're in the Dow. If you're in something that's tracking the Dow. Let's move to the NASDAQ. See what the NASDAQ is doing. Here's the NASDAQ year to date, 19.96%. So let me make sure I'm clear here. Your three major indexes in the United States, the three major indexes, year to date, S&P 19%, Dow 10%, NAS 19%. But the stock market is doing horrible. Okay. I don't know what world you live in, but the world I live in, I just walked you through basically the stock market. But yet and still, we isolate on what? One company. We want to isolate just on NVIDIA. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a 900-pound silverback gorilla, and it does carry a big stick. But that big stick has returned 147% ROI year to date, guys. That big stick is the reason why the S&P and the NASDAQ are doing 19% ROI because of that company. But yet and still, we want to go crazy now because we put it in, we bought it at 128 because the YouTube guy said he's buying it. So I bought it at 128 and now it's down to 119 and I'm losing money and it's his fault. This is how we do, man, in this country, boy. I'm telling you, it's just hilarious to me that I can provide you concrete evidence that the stock market is fine. Does that mean it'll end up that way? No. No. Just like I told you people a day or two ago, I said, you know something now? The average price that people have paid, retail investors now, the average price retail investors from August 5th to right now, August 31st, August 5th to August 31st, the average price retailers paid for NVIDIA stock was about $115 a share. Currently, it's at $119 a share. So technically, across the board, you're in the money. Just saying, guys, you got to put it in the right perspective. Again, I'm not some financial advisor. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm not trying to act like I'm a financial advisor because I'm not. And I got to keep reiterating that because some of y'all think I'm trying to act like I'm one, but I'm not. This is my YouTube channel. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. If you don't like me talking about NVIDIA, if you don't like me talking about paper assets, don't watch. But if you think you're going to come in here in the live chat or your little comments down in the description box and try to control what I say on my YouTube channel, boy, you are in the Antarctic butt naked with nothing on if you think that's going to happen. You better off going to Antarctica with no clothes, 100 degrees below zero, before you think I'm going to change what I do on my channel. It's not going to happen, guys. I'm going to say what I want to say when I want to say it, and if you don't like it, don't watch. Period. That's the world I live in. If you come to this channel and I'm investing in something, I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to give my opinion on it. That doesn't mean my opinion is right or it's wrong. It's just an opinion, just like we all have them. If you invest in something and you lose money, that's your fault. That ain't my fault. You think I'm going to worry about that? I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. That's your fault. Go out and do your own homework. Know what you're investing in. Then you wouldn't get yourself in the weeds, or you wouldn't be panicking. And better yet, if you're not built for this and you don't know what you're doing, keep your money in your money market account. Go get you a CD at your bank. Then you can sleep at night and you'll be good to go. You ain't got nobody to blame. Get your 2 or 3%, you're perfect. If you don't want to take the downside in this particular way to invest, guess what? Don't do it. I'm telling you right now, don't do it unless you're built for this. If you're not built for the stock market and investing and holding yourself over a period of time, don't do it. I'm not going to take the blame for anybody doing nothing. It's not my responsibility to do nothing on this YouTube but give my opinion. That's it. I don't owe you nothing else other than my opinion. It's a YouTube channel. This is not Bloomberg. This is not some boutique investment company where I'm telling you. No, it's a YouTube channel where I give my opinion. And I'm not going to take any responsibility or any blame for nobody that makes an investment that they're not happy with. So I don't care how you sugarcoat it. I don't care if you say, well, golly, you missed this, you missed that. You did. That's not my responsibility to fill in the blanks for you. That's your responsibility. You're an adult. Stop blaming other people for your choices. Be responsible for your own choices, guys. If you don't want to invest in the stock market, don't. Keep your money at your bank. Keep it in the coffee can in the back of your kitchen cabinets if you want to. Keep it in your safe at home. But it's not my responsibility for an investment that you made. I've told you what my investments are, and I've walked you through what they're doing today, year to date. Every single one of them. SPLG, FTEC, and the Mag 7, including NVIDIA, because it's in the Mag 7. And I've told you year to date what they've done. And if you want to go look at each one of them and look at the 5-year and the 10-year, they're even better. Go look at them. That's not my job to sit here and do that for you. See, that's what a lot of us think. It's, oh, this guy on YouTube, since I'm listening to him, that's his job to put graphics on the screen and walk me through the analysis and tell me about the management of the company, tell me about all the financial statements. That's his responsibility because he's a YouTuber and I'm watching his channel. No, that's not my responsibility. That's your responsibility. It's not my responsibility to do any of that. I don't know where we got to this point where you think it's my responsibility to do all of it. It's not. Oh, it's your responsibility because I watch your YouTube channel. I didn't ask you to watch my YouTube channel. Did I send you an email? Did I send you a DM and say, hey, watch my YouTube channel? No. And I know some of y'all ain't gonna like this. Some of y'all gonna get in your feelings. You ain't gonna like it. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm letting you know right now, anything you say to insult me, I'm going to turn it into a positive. Because that's what I do. I'm going to take a negative and I turn it into a positive. But I'm going to tell you the truth. And I'm going to tell you how I feel. And I'm going to say what's on my heart because I'm not going to harbor all of this. I'm going to say what I want to say to your face. Just like I'm doing today. And if you don't like it, don't watch my YouTube channel. That's the ultimate way for you to move on. Because like I've told you guys, I don't care if I got one person watching this YouTube channel. As long as it's a genuine person that wants to take information, decide what part of that information they want to keep and throw out and then go make an adult decision about their future, that's the person I'm looking for. All you babies in here that want somebody to spoon feed you, I'm not looking for people like that in my YouTube channel anymore. I don't care if I don't get but 5 views. Okay, so what? Those 5 views, at least I know are genuine views of people who are making adult decisions and being adults. It's a piece of information. I don't go out to CNBC and read one of their articles and then they give me their opinion on something and I take that opinion and I go out and buy something based on their opinion. I don't go back to CNBC and email them and say, hey guys, I read your article and I bought this stock and it didn't do well, it's your fault. Come on, guys, really? Really? Come on. So here's the situation. You got to figure out what's important to you and your family. And then you got to align yourself with the right investment that will help you build your wealth over a period of time. It's 100% your responsibility, nobody else's. And as soon as you accept that, you will be a better investor and you will build wealth in a better way. But as long as you want to sit around here and play the blame game, you're not going to build wealth. You're going to work for somebody for the rest of your life. And you're never going to put yourself in a financial position where you can really go out and do the things that you really want to do without having to worry about how you're going to pay for it. See, I'm going to keep building my wealth because I've already walked you through what I'm investing in. And I've already walked you through what the year-to-dates on it is through 8 months. Despite what you think about the stock market, those numbers are real. That's what I invest in. So I don't know what all this other stuff, y'all, with some of you new people coming in here and don't know what's going on, but I've told you what I invest in. And I've told you what the year-to-dates are on what I invest in. And I challenge you to go out and look at the 5-year and the 10-year on each one of these companies and these ETFs that I just gave you. Go look at the 5-year. Go look at the 10-year on all these investments. SPLG, FTEC, and the MAG 7. Go look at the 5-year and the 10-year historical rate of return on these investments. See, this is what I hang my hat on. I don't know what some of these folks talking about. Go look. Go do the research. I'm not going to do it for you. You go do it. You know exactly what the investments are. You know exactly what I'm investing in because I just told you. Go do the 5-year and go do the 10-year and see what they come back, what they look like. And guess what? I'm going to keep doubling down on these puppies. I'm going to keep investing in them. I'm not going to stop investing in them. And I'm going to do it for the next 10 years. And I'm going to do the exact same thing I did from 1996 to 1996 to 2019. I'm going to do the same thing I did then that created my first 7 figures in the stock market. I'm going to keep doing the same thing. And then I'm going to create 8 figures over this next 10 years doing the same thing I'm doing right now. And I'm going to be on this YouTube channel, God's will. If I'm healthy and He allows me to, I'm going to be here every single day taking you through the process. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not trying to be one. I'm not trying to be your financial advisor. Here's the good news. Don't email me and ask me what I think. Don't email me and ask me anything about what I do with my investments then. Furthermore, don't watch my YouTube channel. I give you the permission to go watch somebody else's that you believe that, Again, what do we do though? We don't want to do no homework. So what we want to do is try to go find somebody that'll do the homework for us, and then we can go out and make an uneducated investment decision. That's really what we want to do. We want to go try to find YouTubers on YouTube or on any of these other social media platforms, and we want them to be the expert, get the information from them, and then we go make an uneducated investment decision. So whose fault is that? It's the YouTuber's fault? It's my fault? That you took a piece of information from me and made an uneducated financial decision, but that's my fault. How is that my fault? It's not my fault because I get on my YouTube channel and every single day and tell you what I'm buying and what my thought process is. That's all it is. It's not my fault. You need to think about that, guys. My YouTube channel is not here to give you investment advice. My YouTube channel here is to tell you what I'm doing so you have an idea of what's out there so then you can go do your own homework and come up with your own conclusion and make educated financial decisions for yourself. That's it. If you want to continue to rock with that, rock with it. If that don't meet your needs, go find your new YouTube channel. That's all you got to do. And and let's just be clear. Whatever I want to title my videos, I'm going to title them. Let's just be clear about that. I'm going to title them whatever I want to. If you don't like it, find another YouTube channel. That's all I can tell you guys. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be on a better foot. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be in an opportunity to be able to listen, receive information, and then go out and do our own homework. Stop blaming people for your financial decisions. You'll be better off in life. Stop making excuses and blaming others. I'm just telling you, man, from somebody that's been through this for a lot of years, guys, that's not going to get you where you need to be. What you want to do is be able to take information, go out and do your own research, and then take your conclusion and make that into a financial decision. That would be my recommendation. Well, all right, man, appreciate y'all, at least the ones that rock with me and understand where I'm coming from. Those that don't rock with me and don't understand where I'm coming from, that's okay too. Have a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'm getting ready to watch the Florida Gators and the Miami Hurricanes. And y'all already know I'm going for them Florida Gators. That's right. Go Gators, baby. Go Gators. We got them Canes at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. And y'all know I'm going to be glued to the TV watching that whole game. Y'all already know on Thursday night, what did I do? I watched my boy Coach Prime win their first game of the season. It was some mistakes made, but they rallied at the end and won the game. That's all that counts. At the end of the day, all we care about is wins and losses. We don't care about the score. It's win or loss. Coach Prime got the 1-0 start. Hopefully my Florida Gators today get that 1-0 start against them Hurricanes. It's going to be a good game, but I think the Florida Gators got an opportunity to pull this thing off. So I got my fingers crossed for them, and I'm going to be rooting for them to do their thing. Real quick, get down to that description box, click on that Moomoo link, open up that Moomoo account. You put $100 in your new Moomoo brokerage account, they're going to give you 8 free stocks. You put $1,000 in your Moomoo brokerage account, they're going to give you 20 free stocks. Limited time offer, guys, that won't last forever. But for right now, that's where we're at. It won't last forever. So do yourself a favor. If you want to try out the Moomoo brokerage app, get down in the description box and click on the Moomoo link. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. And then better yet, send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net. Let me know you've opened that Moomoo account and you want to learn how to use the Moomoo account. I got some tutorial videos that the good folks at Moomoo did that I can send you to help collapse time frames to get you to learn how to use that brokerage app a little bit quicker, so that way you can get ready to make some big boy educated investment decisions. Again, I will be more than happy to share with you my blueprint 1.0 and 2.0, which I've outlined briefly in this video, but I'll share them with you. That way you know what I'm doing. Again, guys, it's not to convince you to do anything, but for those that really want to understand my thought process and what I do that may help them form their own thought process and make their own investment decisions, I'd be more than happy to send you those blueprint videos as well. You just need to ask for them and I'll send them to you. By no stretch of the imagination am I trying to tell anybody what to do on this channel. I'm not trying to tell you to buy nothing. I'm not trying to tell you to invest in nothing. I'm not trying to tell you anything other than what I'm doing and giving you my opinion on financial topics on a daily basis. That's all I do on this channel. Whether you decide to make moves on those investments are 100% your responsibility. You're not going to put it on me. So don't even try. You're not putting it on me. I'm not going to feel bad about anything because I've walked you through what I've done, and what I've done is right for me and my family. You got to figure out what's right for you and your family. That's not on me. So please, please understand that. Let's not be in a situation where we are trying to put the blame on somebody else for decisions we made as adults. Let's not do that anymore. Let's not do that. And hopefully this is the last time I got to have this conversation, but I got a funny feeling it won't be. From time to time, I'm going to have this conversation. Hopefully you understand. Appreciate you for rocking with me, man. Lock it in with a thumbs up if you don't mind. If you don't want to lock it in with a thumbs up, don't. But if you do, and you understand my point and where I'm coming from, and it's out of genuine feeling of wanting to help people. I've been doing this for 4.5 years. Helping people by giving them information that I'm doing that could help them better make decisions on their own. Not that you got to make the same decision I made, but it helps people understand where I'm coming from, will help them go out and do their own research so they can make it happen for them and their family. So long as you understand that, lock it in with a thumbs up. I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, man, get down in the description box if you don't mind. Give me a follow on Instagram if you want to. That would be greatly appreciated. And then send me a DM to let me know you're rocking with me. That link is down in the description box as well for Instagram. Be careful on Instagram. A lot of scammers over there, a lot of impersonators. So just make sure when you follow me on Instagram, don't fall for anybody pretending to be me, slide into your DMs. It's not me, because I don't just unannounced slide into people's DMs. So just be careful with that if you do decide to follow me on Instagram. Well, guys, have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I will see you guys back here tomorrow on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. For those of you that actually rock with me, I will see you tomorrow. Everybody else, have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Do something nice for yourself. Do something nice for others that does not include money. Thoughts become things. See it in your mind. Hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.